has begun. All right. We had a brief intermission.
Brief intermission for
like 5-10 minutes. You had just left the Quest by Cafe after having a delicious meal. I think it's probably close to evening at this point, probably late afternoon. Trying to think. Give me a moment, because again, I had a vague plan, and it kind of got thrown out, which is fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. This is
damn little rat.
It wasn't the rat who did it.
If you were going to describe a rat, you describe it like this, because a rat is kind of like a beholder.
A rat is kind of like a beholder, except it's got
Gander right here.
4 legs, a snout, love of cheese. Actually, beholders
tail.
also love cheese, so that one doesn't work.
Yeah, and rats don't actually love cheese as much as you think.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of like rabbits don't actually eat
carrots. Are bad for rabbits.
Yeah, carrots are actually not good for rabbits. You shouldn't feed your pet rabbit carrots.
I wish I'd known that.
I like cheese.
Are you a rat?
Yeah.
Oliver is a rat. Oliver is a
Son
rat
of a
kid.
bitch. I've been had.
I think you kind of find yourselves down by the docks as you're kind of just wandering the city, trying to sort of chase the warm spots that you can find, the fires set up and little encampments. And Oliver, I think, not really intentionally, you find yourself oh god. Good. Eyes full of wonder has 10 ways to kill you, and we'll use all of them. You find yourself at the feet of the statue of your mother.
Whose mother?
Oliver.
Oh, okay.
You find yourself at the statue, at the feet of the statue. And I don't know if the two of you have ever talked about this, but Malachi, your father also died in that attack, but he was not honored with a statue.
Okay. Is there some dark reason that he was not honored with a statue?
Not so much a dark reason as just he wasn't really that popular of a hero. He was kinda he wasn't disliked, but he wasn't really liked.
Was this the attack that we did for the last session?
No. About a year ago, a kraken attacked the city dock.
Jack.
And
sorry, no, it's not.
And Thunder came and smote him.
Yeah,
he smote him.
No, Thunder was out of town. He's actually. I assume Thunder is actually quite upset that he wasn't present for this.
His child Storm took care of it.
Yep. And the hero Finch received credit for. She came down to the docks and faced off against the Kraken. But at some point during the fight, a nearby ship that was transporting gunpowder ignited. And basically an entire section of the docks was just atomized, essentially.
That will happen.
That's how that works, yeah.
Killing Finch, as well as your father, who was trying to assist. This also is the accident in which Lord Lucian's wife and daughter died.
Wow.
How upsetting.
It was overall, it was a notable tragedy. I think the city has not really recovered.
It's
Even
Silkshire's 9/11.
You know what? It kind of
They hit the
is.
boat.
It kind of was. Like the
Remember the LMO.
remember the Kraken Mo.
Remember the Kraken named Mo.
Yeah, it was. In fact, it was named Mo. Nobody bothered to ask. Very tragic. The real victim was the Kraken. It was innocent of all crimes accused. It didn't eat those people. No, it doesn't know what you're talking about.
It is personally a vegetarian.
Yeah. It's just when in Rome, you know? But yeah, a year ago, this place was the site of this horrible tragedy.
His cousin was killed in Silkshire. He's very upset about it.
Yeah.
He was looking for thunder.
Yeah.
There's a bounty on thunder in the Kraken one.
Yeah. Yeah, the Kraken Society has, like, an outstanding bounty on Thunder's head.
All they have to do is call up the Heroes Guild.
That's true. But yeah, Oliver, you are sort of standing at the feet of the statue. How do you feel?
There's this feeling that I can't describe. It's like a longing for a lost relative. I think it's like unpatched grief, because soon after Mom died, the other one disappeared, so it's just like grief is still fresh there, especially since I'm so young.
Yeah. Did the other two know what sort of happened with you? Have you talked to them about that at all, or?
If they have asked, then yes, but if they didn't ask, then no.
Would either of you have asked?
I think one day Kane would have popped up with, like, obviously stolen food, dropped some of it at Oliver's feet, and be like, "So, what's your story?" And they would have, like, talked about it or something.
Do you want to tell it, or should I?
You are way better at storytelling than I am, so you do it.
Oliver's parents were both notable celebrities. Finch, Oliver's mother, was a popular hero. But her father was actually a notable inventor. He was sort of responsible for the Hob attack a while back. His experimental potion ended up getting into the hands of a group of Hobs who almost destroyed the city. But that's not really his fault. Granted, that potion did end up being discontinued because nobody really liked what happened to the Hobs.
60-40 effort, I say.
Yeah. That one was not a big success. But generally, he is a fairly renowned inventor and architect. And shortly after Finch died, Oliver's father began behaving strangely before he told Oliver that he was leaving on a job and that he would be back soon. And he did not return. And eventually, Reed, who was a friend of Finch's, kind of convinced Oliver to let you all squat in his family home in return for helping him stay fed and heated. So the house that you live in is technically Oliver's family home.
Fire.
But yeah, as you are just kind of wandering around the docks, hold on, my brain is mush.
Yeah.
Is it a good flavor mush?
Yeah,
No.
what kind of mush is it? Is it mush or is it goop?
Somewhere in between. Mush goop.
Mushy goopy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't like mushy goop.
No.
Maybe if you put your head to the side, it'll let all the liquid out.
I think here's a good one. I think you hear the jingling of a lot of metal as someone walks past you. And as you look up, you see an absolutely beautiful man wearing a very fancy dress. I'm going to find this person. Bear with me. Because I do have them. I just need Hero Forge to cooperate with me. Type in the name.
Guys, I'm getting food soon.
Hmm?
I'm getting my food soon. Spring rolls and a sandwich.
Good. Alright, I just have to take my
Take
my customary pictures. Bear with me another moment. I was not necessarily prepared for this. And then I just need the body shot. And okay.
Here's a great way to start a fight when it comes to sandwiches, by the way. A hot dog is technically a sandwich.
A hot dog is a sub.
Hot dog is a
It's
hot dog.
sandwich.
No, it doesn't have a category. It's its own category. It's a hot dog.
Incorrect.
It is meat between two pieces of bread.
Okay, a hot dog is a taco.
And ketchup is a smoothie.
Well, a hot dog is a taco, because hear me out, a taco is just carb on, like, three sides.
I have posted the individual. In
The individual.
I have him on the recording.
Bastard, he's back!
I know he is.
I know who you are! Jason Todd!
He saunters past you, and kind of, I think he stops next to the statue, and he kind of looks at Oliver, and then looks at the statue, and he says, "You look familiar."
Thank you.
It wasn't necessarily a compliment, but sure.
Go, bitch!
Tell me, is that your mother?
Perchance. Maybe it is.
Wonderful woman. Stabbed me in the sternum once.
Considering you're talking to some random children, I can't say I'm too surprised.
He laughs. Says, "Spunky, nice to meet you. And he extends a hand.
I shake his hand.
Reaver. And you are?
Oliver.
Wonderful to meet you, Oliver. Maybe we'll meet again someday. And he as he takes his palm away, you see that he has left a gold coin in your palm.
You're meeting tonight.
And he saunters onto a rather large ship, which looks a little intimidating. Looks like the kind of vessel you might attribute piracy to.
He has that big ship, and he gave me 1 coin.
As he's walking away, Malachi gets his attention and says,
Right.
"Sir, your presence has all the charm of a rainy Tuesday and none of the purpose."
I think he stops and he just stares at you for a minute. Like
And I do the kind of wave motion in front of my face and I nod.
After a long pause, I think he smiles. And he says, "I think I knew your father." Eh.
Okay, now question before I say anything. Did I actually know my father or was
Yes.
it okay?
You did know your father.
Okay.
I think he did behave somewhat like you.
Okay.
I think Reaver just says that and then chuckles to himself and gets on the boat.
Am I also there, or is this just them?
Yeah,
two?
all three of you are there. Say, do you want to have some kind of interaction with Reaver?
How easily do you think I could pickpocket this dude?
Oh my god.
That a boat.
I'm not going to answer that question. The only way you can answer that question is by trying.
How's a 16 do me? Can I get advantage because he was distracted?
So what are you trying to do? Just pick his pocket?
Yeah, I just want the. I want his. Rummy your pockets.
You stick your hand in his pocket, and almost immediately, you feel a sharp pain in your fingers.
Dude.
And when you pull your hand back, your hand is essentially stuck in basically a mouse trap.
You carry mouse traps in your pockets?
For people like you.
Yeah, I do live in a town of scoundrels and thieves.
I'm only a thief because I'm hungry.
Oh, I wasn't talking about here. I'm just visiting.
Where do you
Silkshire
come
is a
from?
little too clean for me.
Yeah, I can tell. And then he just holds his nose.
Yeah. He does not smirk at you. He looks maybe a little bit offended. And he kind of looks you up and he looks you up and down and scoffs. And I think just heads on to his boat.
I think Kane calls after him and just is like, "Your clothes are ugly."
Malachi kind of puts his hand out and pats him on the shoulder and says, "Hold on," and says, "Your fashion sense is interesting. like a puzzle that I'm still trying to figure out.
Again, I think he is amused by you. He finds you sort of charming.
Oh, what? I'm not charming enough.
No, evidently not.
Please don't tell me.
But he heads onto his boat, which you can see the crew from here, and if the ship looked like a pirate ship, the crew looks like a pirate crew.
Even are obviously doing illegal things.
They are all dressed significantly worse than he is.
Jack Sparrow.
And in fact, as he boards, you see him kind of pause and turn to. He kind of stops in his tracks and he looks at the pirate standing to the side of him, and he clears his throat, and the pirate kind of looks at him confused, and Reaver sighs. Ooh. Reaver sighs, and before the pirate can really react, you see him, like, as if he kind of realizes something. He starts to move, but before he can, Reaver takes out a pistol and just shoots him in the head.
Whoa.
And his body falls limp into the ocean. And the nearest pirate scrambles and takes Reaver's hat.
Over a hat?
And he says, "Finally, someone remembers." And he wanders off out of view onto the ship.
I regret letting this little shit live.
As you should. Look, Reaver is one of my favorites because he is just the worst.
He really is. He's so terrible, but it's so hard to like dislike him fully, you know?
Because he's just so dramatically awful. I can't
just have
believe
one
that
question,
shit.
please. Tell me we're going to get invited to one of his orgies.
Oh my
Someday,
god,
maybe.
Sex Dungeon continues.
He
No,
might
it's not a sex
actually
dungeon.
have.
It's a sex house.
Sex boat.
Hold on, I need to find the right angle for this. And I'm gonna post
Sorry,
it
I
to
just
general.
it's so hard for me to believe that thing is a spawn of Mask.
Yeah, it's a good point. I forgot about that. If you look in general chat, I have received a thing
You have received a thing?
that I have just posted.
Oh my goodness!
Got my little Jack figurine.
Put him in a jar.
Don't put him in a jar!
But
Nice.
anyway, yeah, Reaver gets onto his boat and disappears. And I think Kara is just kind of like grossed out by him.
Did you feel the ooze sliming off that guy?
Yeah. Glad he's leaving.
Repo.
Trouble like that always comes around. We'll see him again, I'm sure.
I don't watch him.
Is there anything else you want to do in the big city? Anything you can think of?
I'm gonna run people's pockets. I didn't learn shit.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Use your hand.
Alright. Fine.
Oh, it
You give me a sleight of hand roll.
No, hear me out. So, Kane walks over to Malachi. He's like, "Hey, Mal, I'll have some fun."
Mel kind of lets out a big sigh and says, I'll try to distract people, but that's all you're getting.
Thanks, man. That's all I need.
Alright, roll sleight of hand at advantage. And this is just
Mal.
going to be a general. This is
Well,
a
Mal-
general roll.
Mal is going to pull out his cello again and basically bust out a version of Highway to Hell
Good.
on the cello.
Excellent.
Thank God I
Excellent.
had advantage. The first time I crit failed, and the second time I got an 18.
Good. Yeah, with an 18, I think you managed to get 15 gold. And you're fairly confident that no one really caught on to you.
I hand Malachi 7 gold. And
Just sort of doing it for the love of the game.
yeah, he walks over to Car, and he's like, "Hey, Car, we got grocery money this week."
She just sighs.
He hands her the gold, and he's like, "Look, man, if you're good at something, don't do it for free."
Sorry.
I do like the idea that he's just doing it for the love of the game. There's no
Yeah.
reason behind it.
Yeah, I think the sun begins to set, and Kara kind of declares that we should probably head home before it gets too dark and too cold.
Yeah, I suppose we better hit him. We could buy some lumber with that money, Kara.
Yeah, you buy some firewood. Some good quality firewood, and maybe some meat to cook on the fire. And you set up. You have a relatively nice evening. And as the evening begins to die down, you see Kara kind of curl up in her spot, which is near one of the first floor windows. And she's kind of sat on the sill, and you see her take out that music box. And she's looking at it for a while. Before she finally winds up the crank and whispers something. And the music box plays its haunting melody as she kind of leans against the windowsill and I think kind of dozes off.
Well, I guess that wish was what it needed to be.
And a few hours later, after the three of you have eventually dozed off yourselves, there is a knocking at the front door.
I mosey over, I suppose. If there is everybody else coming too, please.
Malachi just kind of raises up on his elbow and is watching.
Yeah.
Kara, I think, wakes up immediately.
Settle down.
And as you open the door, you see a sort of unexpected sight, and maybe just for a moment, a worrying sight for you, Kane. You see one of the fancy guards.
Oh,
And he says, he kind of looks around the room and says, I've been sent to retrieve you.
me? Why? I didn't do nothing.
Specifically, Kane, or all of us?
One of you has a object in your possession. Yes? Magic in nature?
No.
And
no, I
Kara steps up and says, maybe.
Kara.
And she produces the music box, and the guard looks at it and says, that's probably it. Lord Lucian wants to see you all.
Us? And hold on, I need you to know he's doing this. Hold on. Where is it? 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 Where is it?
How'd they find out that we had it?
It's probably the wish. He's doing this. This is him in general.
Yeah. Yeah, just, huh?
Me?
The guard says, Lord Lucian has requested all of you. I'll be taking you with me to the castle. Unless there are any objections.
I think Kane looks over at Kara and Oliver.
Kara looks gobsmacked. She looks gobsmacked and she looks excited.
All right. Well,
I don't think we got much of a choice in the matter, so I think we should go.
yeah. We better get moving. Jesus.
Alright. Malachi?
Yeah. Let's go.
Alright. As you step outside, you see this guard has actually come with a full carriage, which is being pulled by can't be horses.
Beholders.
See, a horse.
They look-
it's kind of like
they
a
look like
holder.
beholders.
Except they've got like 4 legs and hooves.
No, I think it's... Oh, this is fun. It's being pulled by 2 velvet worms.
Stop.
Two large velvet worms. Both brown. Sort of a drab brown. And the guard opens the carriage for you to get in.
All right, I guess. I don't.
As long as I don't gotta walk, I don't care. I'll hop in the carriage.
Alright.
I get it after everybody else gets in.
Alright. Yeah, you all file into the carriage, and after... It probably takes like half an hour. But you finally arrive at the front of the castle, and as you get out, it is as beautiful as you'd ever imagined it was. It is a gorgeous piece of architecture. And Oliver, I think your father actually contributed to its design. So I think you've seen the place in the form of like blueprints, but you've never actually seen it up close.
Oh, that's interesting. Does that mean I know the entire layout of the castle?
Not the entire layout, but you probably like as you are ushered into the grand hall, it probably looks somewhat familiar.
Gotcha.
And as you are ushered in, there is a would be, I'm trying to think. There's a gnomish man, older man, in a butler's outfit, that greets you as the door opens and says, "Ah, you must be then. Come with me." And he doesn't really wait for a response. He pretty much immediately turns and starts walking down this massive hallway.
This is sketchy.
I don't like this.
Kara's is not listening to any of you. She is excitedly following. Do you follow after?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
As you are following after her, you actually see another figure. You see someone else who is leaving. And I am scrolling up through people looking for them.
Thanks.
Did I not make an updated mini for this character? I don't know if I did. I thought I did. Hold on. Did I really not? I could have sworn that I did.
Hi, baby.
Uh,
My boyfriend got home, guys.
Good. I guess I did. Okay. Alright, well. I will link to him anyway. Wow, I'm really surprised that I didn't.
What's in his bag?
I have linked to him in people. You see this figure walking down the hall out of the castle, and he is walking at a quick pace. Looks like he's ready to leave. And the butler kind of looks at him like, "Are you okay, sir?" And he doesn't respond. He just keeps walking. He says, all right. Fair enough, the butler says, and continues leading you down the hall before you finally arrive at a ornate doorway, which he opens, and as he does, you see Lord Lucian, who I also posted in People last night. He is a half bugbear man with dark skin and fancy attire. And as you enter, he looks excited. He immediately walks over and says, is just kind of looking at you all. He says, "It's really you."
Us?
Sorry, so rude of me. My name is Lucy.
Yes.
And he extends a hand. to, I think Kara is at the front of the group. He shakes her hand. Says, I've been looking forward to meeting you for some hours now.
Oh,
Do you still have the device? And Kara produces the music box and says, "This?" And he takes it and he kind of looks at it and he smiles. He says, "Yes, I believe this would have been it." Such a simple thing. Please come in. He sort of gestures to be able to come into this very, very cozy looking room. And he has a table set up near the window in the back with a bunch of snacks and drinks. He says, "Please help yourselves. I'm sure you're famished."
well, as suspicious as I find all this, I am quite hungry. So, and he just he does like a little finger gun snap, and then he fucks off to the buffet table.
All right.
Oliver will pass on the food and drinks for now.
Okay.
I don't trust this guy or his food.
Yeah, I don't trust him either. I ain't eating
Fair
nothing.
enough. Fair enough. You go over and you munch, and it's good. It's good food. Nothing. It doesn't seem to be like poisoned. It's probably the fanciest food you've eaten in some time. And Lucian actually puts the music box on a desk. And he says, "Actually, the box is of little consequence. It's the fact that you were able to use it that is important." And he says, "This box, as simple as it might seem, it can only be used by heroes. And I've been looking for heroes for some time now."
Sir, ain't the Heroes Guild like 2 blocks down?
Yes, but not all heroes are cut from the same cloth. I've been looking for a specific group of heroes. Heroes with greater potential.
Mm-hmm.
Heroes, I believe, can help me do something amazing.
What would that be?
He smiles and he says, "Anything, really. It's complicated. A project I've been working on for a little while now. But it could fix everything. You all, I assume, have had rough lives. But if you stay with me, I think we can fix everything."
I mean, it sounds real nice, but I need you to really dig deep. Not everything can be fixed, and sometimes some things shouldn't be fixed. Just making it clear.
He smiles and says, You think that, but what I'm working on could fix anything. Um,
Look, man, you sound so sad.
I have been. It's very important to me. It's the most important thing to me. And you could be a part of it.
Okay.
I would just need your help.
How do
I'm
you know
not.
which people would help you?
Yeah, how do you know we
Hmm?
could do that? Only one of us made a wish. I ain't nothing special.
The box would have only worked in the presence of powerful heroes. And he says, over there, he gestures towards four sort of strange metal pads. He says, please stand on those. They'll help you understand.
I guess.
And Kara walks over and stands on one.
I also go over and stand on one.
All right.
Same here.
Okay. Now
Does
okay.
anything happen when they stand on one?
No. Not immediately, anyway.
Come on, big guy. Come stand on this rock.
As Malachi is walking over, I look over at our host. And I just kind of sigh and I look at my four friends who are all standing there, and my shoulders kind of slump. And I look back at Lucian and I say, you're about as convincing as a mime trying to describe a sunset.
I think he looks at you confused.
And I
I get
walk
what he
onto
means.
one
I'm
of the
feeling the same.
platforms.
I'm feeling particularly similar. It's giving Aegis.
As you stand on the pads, they begin to glow. Sort of this almost rainbow color, this like shifting rainbow color.
Iridescent.
Iridescent. Yes, that's a good descriptor. Yeah, this iridescent glow.
Hmm.
And as this is happening and Lucien is kind of watching excitedly, you hear the door to the room open again and you see another figure walk in. Who is also kind of watching this expectantly. And let me find this figure real quick. And bear with me while I do my thing. Always with the thing.
When the moon hits your eyes like a big
Like a
pizza
big
pie.
pizza pie. That's amore. That's a freaking eel.
I like moray eels. They're so unserious.
Yup, they're such goofy animals. Alright. And now I post. No, not not creatures. Peoples. Do, 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 do. This figure steps into the room
Oh.
Looks like a Phantom.
and is sort of watching. And after a moment,
Fucking massive.
Yeah, he's freaking large.
after a moment, the pads flash red. And as they do, Lucian takes a step back. He looks scared as he steps back.
Did we do something wrong? He was standing here.
And Lucian looks at the figure who entered, and the figure approaches and inspects the four of you and says, "One of them is the problem." And Lucian says, "No, that can't be. They're just children. Besides, we've been looking for so long now." And the knight, this armored figure, says, "Unfortunately, you'll have to keep looking." And he looks at the four of you and says, "And these ones will be a problem."
Problem?
Problem?
I ain't done nothing, man.
I apologize. It's not your fault.
Can we go?
Can we go home?
And suddenly, four heavily armored things enter the room with sort of insectoid metallic heads, each equipped with a rifle in their hands. And he says, "Don't worry. This will be over soon."
It don't have to be over soon now. I'm about 12. I still got
and
like another
Lucian-
12 years.
Lucian, as these things walk into the room, kind of averts his eyes.
Coward.
And
Does he look
says,
at us when you kill us?
I'm sorry.
Bastard. You ain't lost enough kids on your life?
I think you see him kind of shake when you say that, as the figures point their rifles, and the armored figure says, "This will be over quick." And the last thing you remember is the sounds of rifles firing. And then you are cold. You are in a strange place. You were laying on a sort of plush floor, and above you it almost looks like I think, Kane, it's particularly weird for you, it almost feels like you were in a giant circus tent. There is a tent ceiling what feels like miles above you. And looking around, you see Kane, you see Oliver and Malachi, but you do not see Kara.
Guys, where's what?
And you hear a voice, a calming voice, say, "I'm sorry. I was only able to find the three of you."
There were 4 of us.
I know. I'm so sorry, Kate.
I'd say it was okay, but it sure ain't.
And you can't see the source of this voice, but you hear it sort of all around you, and it says, "I found you barely alive." Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, like that.
I found you barely alive. I did what I could. You will wake up soon. I imagine this will all feel like a bad dream.
Do you think she's out there, or you think that?
I'm sorry, Kate.
Yeah.
Truly, I am. I will be watching over you. And you feel your eyes flutter. And you awaken again, this time in a much less surreal place, but also in great pain. The 3 of you are in still a tent, weirdly. You are lying on bedrolls, and you feel horrible. You are in the greatest pain I think you have ever felt.
I think Kane just lays there. He doesn't make like any sounds. He just kind of lays.
Oliver's crying. Like genuine tears. He cannot handle pain well and will never.
I think
How
Malachi
are you
just
doing,
kind of looks
Malachi?
around, pops himself up on one elbow, and just kind of takes everything in.
As you look around, you see there is one other person in this tent with you all. It is a tabaxi woman in raggedy robes, wearing a hood,
do you have
and a
a
blindfold.
Teresa, my girl, my.
And when she sees you move, she puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Rest. You will need rest."
Miss.
Yes.
I don't. I. I don't know. I don't. I don't know.
Take your time, Kane. For now, you need to rest.
In case you're wondering, that there's Oliver. That one's Malachi. But let some of us call him out. And he just passes out.
Yeah. And she, I think, tends to your wounds. And Oliver, Malachi, do you have anything you want to say?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Does she tell us her name?
I think she says, I am Teresa. I found you on the streets.
Should have left me there. This pain is terrible.
Pain will fade.
Not quick
And
enough.
besides, you have important things to do.
I'm 12.
For now. That will change. And she tends to your wounds and comes over to you, Malachi, and tends to yours as well.
Now, what wounds do we have?
Gunshot.
Gunshot.
You have each been seemingly shot roughly in the gut with a rifle.
A bajillion times, by the way.
Many times. Do we get
No,
a...
just once, but shooting a child once with a high-powered rifle is probably sufficient.
They pulled out 4 full guys to shoot kids.
Now, when you say she's tending to our wounds, is she like extracting the bullet?
Yes.
Okay. I basically take the bullet.
Like you...
I keep
Like
it.
you palm... Okay, you palm the bullet. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, she removes the bullets and wraps your wounds. And when she is done, she goes to the exit of the tent and turns to you before she leaves and says, rest and know that this is not the end of this story. It is only the beginning.
The feeling of impending doom washes over Oliver.
I'm imagining Oliver
And-
having the palmy, more accurate panic attack.
Potentially. And I think as she closes the tent door, we see darkness. And the camera pans back and we see this small encampment of tents with people bustling about in the forest. And we see Silkshire in the distance, some distance away. And we watch in fast forward as this encampment grows and our heroes recover and train, preparing for whatever may come. As years pass before finally the day comes that Teresa approaches you all and tells you you are ready.
Ready for. Man, ready for. You know what? I don't even want to know anymore. I don't want to know.
I mean, the answer should be obvious.
That's true. Sorry. I was being obtuse.
I think this is something we're skipping through a lot right now, but I think she has been clear about what you are meant to do. You are meant to avenge your friend. You are meant to confront Lucian and his ally.
Smells like fire.
You know, it's so funny. They pulled out 4 guys with high-powered rifles to kill 4 children and only managed to kill one of them.
Well, all we know is that she couldn't find Kara.
And we're gonna have to wrap it there.
She
Because I have to go to work.
awful, evil.
Yep. Alright. I will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty.